I broke into television at a summer camp in 1947 when I was 15 years old, and Phyllis Hurwitz was 14 years old. She was my girlfriend, and that was the end of that. In 1947. In 1957, when I got out of the Army, I turned on television one morning, and there was Shari Lewis dancing with the puppets. And I said, what is Phyllis Hurwitz doing with the puppets? Phyllis had, like I became Stan Taylor, she became Shari Lewis. So I called her after the show and I said, hi, I'm the, and she wasn't that happy to hear from me because I didn't date her after the summer, because she lived in the Bronx and I lived in New Jersey, and a river ran between us. So she said, I said, I'm a writer. She said, I don't need a writer. You want to come in and talk to my writer, he'll tell you how to get started. Lan Oken was his name, brilliant. He wrote music, he wrote lyrics, he still does. So we had lunch, and I came back, and out of gratitude to her, I saw the show once. I wrote a sketch for Lamb Chop and Charlie Horse. This was Lamb Chop and this was Charlie Horse. And I sent it to her, and she called the following Monday, and she said, would you be willing to work for $60 a week? I said, I'll pay you anything you want. And she hired me, and that started it. She had two shows on. She had a local show on daily called Hi Mom, which was one of those morning shows where Josie McCarthy taught people how to eat, and Nurse Jane taught people how to get better after they ate, what Josie McCarthy did. And Shari, who interviewed guests. Then on Saturday we had Shari Land, which was a show for the kids. And Lan and I wrote all 6 shows. I got $60 a week. I think he got 300. He deserved my 60. So we did that. That started, and then 1 year later, no, it started 1960. She got the network show. So now we're in business. We're writing a network show, and I moved up. The format became a book show every Saturday. And we had some wonderful guests, because people who had kids loved her and loved telling their kids, watch Daddy, he's going to be with Shari Saturday. People like Alan Alda were guests on the show. Alan was basically just getting started himself, but he was on Broadway. And the guy that played the father, Ronald Rad, played Eliza Doolittle's father in My Fair Lady. And a bunch of people Jerry Orbach. And it was wonderful working with them. And starting is always the best.